Happy Friday, Bulldogs! First off, besides being Friday, it's probably my favorite national day ever. It's National Pizza Party Day, so you best believe that at 4:30 I will be ordering pizza. So today we're going to be able to describe early reformers during the Reformation. So yesterday we had our intro to the Reformation and what it was all about and how it got started. And today we're going to talk about some very specific people that really got the movement going. We'll have our do now, we have notes, and then guided practice, and then independent practice for the rest of the class. There you go. All right, so for your do now, you have 3 multiple choice questions that you should be able to answer based off the lesson yesterday. What did the first Protestants protest? And those are the people that didn't like the church, how it was going. The selling of indulgences troubled many Catholics because the practice made it seem that what? And which of the following statements would an early reformer what an early reformer might have said. I need to fix that before I post this. All right, so go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and answer those 3 questions that you should be able to answer from yesterday's lesson. All right, so what did the Protestants protest? A, corruption in the Catholic Church. That's what we talked about yesterday with indulgences and simony. And if you notice in the word Protestants, the first root word, actually the root word in that word is protest. So it wasn't a coincidence that that's what they were called. It's because they were protesting against corruption in the Catholic Church. The selling of indulgences troubled many Catholics because they did not like that people could just buy forgiveness for their sins. And the last one, which of the following statements might an early reformer have said? That would be B. I want to purify the church. They wanted to make it better and get it back to how it was supposed to be or how it should have been. All right, so we have 3 words today for our notes. One is actually a review word, heresy. We talked about that one during the Middle Ages and the Spanish Inquisition and the Crusades. Heresy is the beliefs that contradict the official teachings of a religion or church, and that one who holds these beliefs is called a heretic. And I really like this definition because it puts heretic in the definition for you so that you know what I'm talking about when I refer to a heretic. A doctrine is the official teachings oh my gosh, I have so many typos. The official teachings of a religion or church. And then a mystic is a person who is devoted to religion and has spiritual experiences. So they have a spiritual experience and believe that connects them to God. So go ahead and pause the video and get those down. All right, so we're going to start with our guided practice. We're going to talk about 4 different people today, I believe. The first person we're going to talk about is John Wycliffe, and he's from England. So we're going to go ahead and get started. John Wycliffe was a scholar in England. He challenged the church's right to money that it demanded from England. When the Great Schism began, he publicly questioned the Pope's authority. He also attacked indulgences and immoral behavior on the part of the clergy, which you read about yesterday. During the Middle Ages, church officials tried to control interpretations of the Bible. I want to say Wycliffe or Wycliffe, I'm just going to say both, believed that the Bible, not the church, was the supreme source of religious authority. Against church tradition, he had the Bible translated from Latin into English so that common people could read it. The Pope accused him of heresy or opinions that contradict church doctrine or rules. His followers were persecuted and some of them were burned to death. After his death, the church had his writings burned. Despite the church's opposition, his ideas had a wide influence. So what we are going to do is these are the 4 people we're talking about today. So again, we're going to have a chart. In the first chart, we're going to basically write what because we do have a female, disagreements with the church was. What did they not agree with the church? What were their true beliefs about what the church should be? And then basically the ending to their story or the ending of their life. So go ahead and pause the video, go back to John's little blurb in the last slide and write down what he didn't like about the church, what he didn't agree with, what he believed the church should do, and then ultimately how did his life end. So go ahead and pause and get that down. All right. So his disagreements. He didn't like how the church believed they had rights to money. He didn't agree with how much authority the Pope had. And obviously, like most of these people, he didn't agree with indulgences. His belief was that Bible is the true authority, not the church. So it doesn't matter what the church says. What the Bible says is what is truth, not what a clergyman says or a priest. Okay? What the Bible says is truth. And he believed that everyone should be able to read the Bible, so he translated the Bible from Latin to English. The end of his life, he unfortunately was convicted of heresy, and then when he died, his writings were burned. So you want to pause and get that down, and then I will guide you through the rest of the lesson. All right, so for independent practice, you are going to read about a couple more people and you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to fill out these charts or the chart for these people. So again, what they didn't agree with the church, what they believe the church should do, and what the ending of their life was. So you have Catherine of Siena as well. And then you have Erasmus, which we talked about when we were talking about humanism and humanism. And then once you finish those, I just have 4 questions that help you analyze what you read more. So what teachings and actions led John to be called a heretic? So what did he do to be called a heretic? What changes did Hus call for? And then what did Catherine of Siena approach? In what way did Catherine of Siena's approach to faith help prepare people for the Reformation? I have a lot of typos. For the Reformation. And then who was Erasmus and how did he help Europe for the Reformation? So you're going to answer those. You're going to answer them in complete sentences, please. And then you are done. Okay, so once that is done, you can go on to your other classes. Have a wonderful weekend. Eat lots of pizza for National Pizza Party Day. And I will see you guys on Monday when we will talk about Martin Luther. And not Martin Luther King, Martin Luther, the Reformation monk. See y'all.